What's up everyone, Lion Roar here, and today we're going to talk all about artifacts and equipment which are absolutely vital to increasing your hero's power. Let's talk about it. If you haven't downloaded Gemstone Legends yet and you want to enter the new players contest, then you have to use the link in the description of this video, because not only will it automatically enter you in the contest, but you'll get a free epic hero named Moralia with a bunch of gold and gems. The goal of the contest is to level up 5 heroes as high as you possibly can, which is in turn going to increase your player's power. The contestant with the highest player's power at the end of the contest is going to win a free iPhone 13 Pro or Samsung Galaxy S21 Plus. Now, one of the best ways to increase a hero's power, in fact, probably the best way to do that, is with equipment, which I'm going to show you all about today. Now, this is a somewhat surprising feature in Gemstone Legends for many new players, but since it's like one of the most important, this is going to be one that you need to focus a lot of your attention on. Now, take a look at my roster here. I've got 2 heroes in the same family, and if you don't know what that means, heroes being in the same family, watch my last video because I discussed that when talking about upgrading skills. But anyway, in this one, you can see I have Niven. He's a yellow hero. He's epic. And I have Eiston. Now, did you notice the difference between them other than their colors? One's yellow, one's red. Their stars are different. Niven is a 4-star hero, and Eiston is a 5-star hero. But there's another difference, and this one's probably even harder to spot. Look at Eiston's power, 10,723 as a 5-star hero, mind you. Now, when we look at Eiston, his is 11,021. So how is it that Niven, a 4-star hero's power, is bigger than a 5-star hero? Well, it's because of the equipment. Niven has equipment on, and Eiston does not. Now, I want to show you what happens when you put the equipment on a hero like this. And I'm going to go with this attack equipment here. Now, when you're looking at the equipment, it's going to have a few things. So this is a warrior set of equipment. It's orange. Basically what happens is you can see here that the attack increases by 15% when you put 2 pieces on the hero. That's what the 2 in the parentheses means. There are some pieces of equipment down here when we get further down that have a 4 in parentheses, which means you need to put 4 pieces of this equipment on to get the effect. This one in particular is speed is increased by 15%. But Eiston in particular does a lot of damage with attack, so I want to put as much attack as I possibly can on Eiston. So the higher the equipment rating, they're rated just like heroes. There's equipment that's like 2 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars, 5 stars, and even 6 stars. The higher the equipment is rated, the more it boosts the stats of the hero. And then you can level up equipment just like you can level up heroes. However, you spend gold to level up artifacts. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just fill this with the highest rated equipment that I have here. So let's go ahead and put on a weapon. Let's look at some of the different helmets here. They have different stats. You can see in the lower left-hand corner, that one's going to increase the crit rate a lot and the speed a lot. So I kind of like that. This one increases crit damage. Let's see, I kind of like this first one too. Yeah, this one's even better. The crit rate is going to increase by a lot, and so is the speed. So I'm going to go ahead and equip that one. Now, let's take a look at a shield and see if we have any good ones here. Oh yeah, this is going to increase crit rate and crit damage, so we are definitely equipping that one. It's even got a little boost to speed. Probably the 3 most important substats for this particular hero. So do you see what I'm talking about with the substats in the lower left-hand corner? Since he's going to be dealing damage, I want the crit rate to be high, but I also want the crit damage to be high, and I want the hero to go off faster. So, of course, those are all really important things on this. Now, let's go ahead and give him some gloves. What do we got here? This one has crit damage. I don't love the attack stat on it. I wish it was higher. But we might need to go with it if I want to increase the attack at all. There's some, I'm looking at mainly these 2 gloves. Let's see if these 2 have anything. Oh, there's crit rate gloves. You're going to see there's a primary stat on there as well. And that crit rate stat is pretty good. I don't love that defense stat. I really like this one in particular, the gloves that are crit damage plus 65%. I mean, that's just huge. When the crit actually goes off, it's going to deal a ton of damage. So I'm going to put that one on there. Now let's take a look at the chest armor. We got defense, we got HP as main stats there. And so I think we're going to have to choose probably between those. We got HP, we got attack, but that solid attack stat, not by percent, is not a great option. I like to see the percentages on here. So we don't have many choices for chest armor. So I think what I'm going to do is pick one that is going to increase my hero's durability. I'm going to go with this one here because there's defense 50% and then also HP 13%. But we also get a little bit more crit rate and speed out of this too, so that's a good one. And lastly, we need to put boots on our hero. So I'm going to, I want to try and find one that maybe has speed. Like that one is really good. I'd like to see some of the other, actually this one's really good too. The attack boots, attack percent, because this hero wants to be dealing a lot of damage by attack. So we've got a great primary stat of attack 47% there. That can actually be upgraded further because equipment can go up to level 15. So I'm going to attach that. Now, let's take a look at how that affected our hero. Now, Eyston's power, do you see that? Upper left-hand corner, 20,290. We basically just doubled Eyston's power simply by putting equipment on the hero. Now, this is an incredibly complex part of this game. You're going to spend a lot of time trying to find the right pieces of equipment for your heroes, and you're going to need to spend a lot of gold upgrading it. Now, where's the best place to get the equipment? There's a few places. First, I'm going to tell you the place that's not the best to get the equipment, and that's on the campaign map. But you're going to get a lot of equipment in the campaign map. It's just not quite as good as in the Rift. So when I click on the Rift, there are two rifts that give really good equipment, and that is the Dark Woods right here and the Ashen Grove. I prefer the Dark Woods just because it seems a little easier to put the thing on autoplay and let it go, just earning lots of equipment. And you don't really have to babysit it as much as you do with the Ashen Grove, which has phoenixes that are somewhat hard to deal with. If you're playing intentionally without putting on the auto, then you can go into the Ashen Grove and get some really good equipment in there too. In fact, that's where I got all the attack equipment because it's in the Ashen Grove. But here's my strategy for you. When you're in the early stages of this contest, what you're going to be doing is acquiring heroes and leveling them up. So you're primarily going to do that in the campaign map. Level your heroes up that you got and get as deep into the campaign map as you can. When you get stuck, just keep playing the level over and over so your heroes power up and get stronger. And then once they do that, once you've got your heroes like fully leveled up and good to go, head over into the Rift. You might need to start out with just some like starter equipment just to give them a little bit more of a boost. But once your heroes are pretty maxed out on their levels, go back into the Rift and then go as deep into the Rift as you can. And then just start farming the Rift to get the best equipment. This is where the absolute best equipment in the game is, and you're going to be really happy with what you find here. Now, for this contest, you only have 2 weeks, so it's not a lot of time to get very deep into this. Don't worry about getting super deep into it because there's good rewards even on the first level. But see how far you can get, because of course you're going to get even better rewards at like levels 4, 5, 6. So if you can even get that far and just kind of like farm it a bit, you're going to be all set. All right, well, I hope this video was helpful. Mr. Spock did another really nice video on equipment that goes way further into depth about the good types of equipment that are out there and things like that. So make sure to go check out his video as well. I just wanted to show you how it worked here just to get you started on this so that you can find good equipment and then put it on your heroes and increase the hero's power. But I like Mr. Spock's guide on which equipment to look out for, you know, well beyond when this contest ends, so that you're leveling up the right equipment for your heroes too. All right, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification. That way you know when I drop new videos or go live, and I will catch you in the next one.